Hi there, Aries. Welcome back. I know I'm running late. Yesterday, I was so busy. I was doing so much stuff yesterday, and I just slept like crazy. Aries. Your first card out is the Queen of Coins. So that's your energy, Aries. You're very grounded. You could be well to do. You're definitely a serious person. You know, you take your time, but you have direction in your life. You have a good head on your shoulders. That's what I'm hearing. I do see the Four of Sticks coming out with the Six of Sticks and the Seven of Blades. No way. Aries, this is really good. That means, you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing you're going to be getting some kind of recognition for something that you have been working really hard for. You're going to get people's attention. Now, I'm also hearing, along with that positive attention that you're going to be receiving, you're also going to be receiving some negative attention as well. So it's a two-way sword, right? You're going to have some people admiring you, some people looking up to you, some people, cheering you on, saying, yes, Aries, let's do this. You're doing a great job, right? And then you're going to have these other people who are going to be like, oh, hell, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? So, so you're going to have some people who are going to be totally up against you, okay? I am seeing you being this like really motivated energy, and you're going to use that. When you get that burst of energy and that motivation to do something, go with it, Aries. Always go with it. Grab it by the horns, use it. When you have that motivation. That's yesterday I was like that and it wore me out, right? But use it, because that's how you get things done. Every day is not going to be the same, and your energy is never going to be the same from day to day. Some days you're going to be really exhausted, some days you're not, some days you're going to be very motivated. Always take advantage of those good days, right? I mean, the good days, I mean the days that you feel motivated and you have the energy to do something. I do see here that you're going to be celebrating, Aries. Okay, you're going to be celebrating some kind of victory. And like I said, not everybody's going to be happy about this. You do have a naysayer that is going to be around you. It could be a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, or they could simply have that in their chart, right? This could be somebody that you went to school with, or somebody that you know from childhood. Somebody that is, like, oh, I'm going to teach Aries something. I'm going to help Aries learn something here. No, they're not. They're just being critical, okay? And this person, when they speak, Aries, I hear them being very, very critical, right? So they could say things to you in such a way that it's like to bring you down, right? Something like that. I do see here with the Five of Coins energy, we do have the Tower coming out, the Ace of Blades in reverse, and the Three of Cups in reverse. I do feel like this is going to be the beginning of problems with this person. I do feel like this person is not going to stop, all right? This is somebody who is looking at you, and they want to be included in something that you're doing. Let's see what else is coming out. They want to be included in something that you're doing. Something is about to be exposed to you here about this person or about somebody around you. Okay, it could be a water sign. Something's about to be exposed to you about this person. I'm going to find out more about that. There's a connection between you and this person. Oh, we got the Six of Wands coming out. Also, so this could be somebody who wants to expose you and bring you to the light, but not in a negative way, okay? So there is this energy of this person wanting to be there for you. It's a water sign, so you do have this support coming in. So these two might know each other because it's coming in together, right? So you have one person who's coming in as an air sign who's like going to be very critical, picky, gossipy, negative, right? And then you have another person who's going to be coming in because they're going to see that that person is blocking you. They're preventing you from, seeing clearly, right? And they see that that person over there wants to be included in something that you're doing, or they want to take charge of some kind of way, right? They want to take some kind of control. So this other person, this water sign, is going to come in. It looks like they're going to expose that person, or they could be exposing you. But I don't see it being done in a very negative way. I actually see this person being very mature. Okay, so this water sign is going to be very mature, and I see them handling the situation very well. Okay, not only that, but I do feel like that person is going to push you even more to have more success. So this is somebody who's coming in to cheer you on. Okay, like I said, you're going to have a lot of support. Okay, so this water sign is coming in like, yes, go for it, go for it. You know, they're going to be your little cheerleader, right? Now, there is something that this air sign doesn't like about you, or there's something here that this person, it might be because of your independence, or you're doing something that is very independent away from them. Like, this could be for one of you, like, this is somebody who's used to being connected to you, like on every little decision, right? And then all of a sudden, you're starting to do things on your own without consulting them, without, um, like, it's not really coming out like getting their permission. No, it's not like you need their permission. No, but it's more of you being independent without them, right? That kind of energy, okay? I do see something shocking is coming, something out of the blue. I feel like part of this that is out of the blue is this person that's going to come in and support you, you know, and cheer you on. You might be like really surprised who this person is. That might be part of it, okay? That might be part of the shock. Like, wow, I did not expect this person to be supportive of me. So you do have somebody that is going to really surprise you by their support. And then you might even be surprised that this other person is a naysayer and being critical of you. Okay, so you might just be surprised at the reactions that you're going to be getting from different people at that time, or at this time, right? Yeah. But you know what? What is surprising is that I do feel very strongly that this shocking moment, this out of the blue shocking moment where you start seeing who is who in your life, right? I do feel very strongly that it's going to push you into this energy of being very passionate about what you're doing. It's actually something that's going to end up pushing you further down the road. And making somebody around you, I want to say it's somebody around you, or making somebody very open to things, maybe open minded, very determined. Yeah. I feel like you're going to find somebody around you that is going to be like right at your side. Somebody is going to come in and want to be right by your side, Aries. They're going to want to be marching along with you, very motivated and like, let's do this. And I don't know why I'm getting this. Let's do this, mom. Let's do this, mom. I don't know. My third eye is kicking in, guys. So it could be like, you know, something like that. Like, I'm with you, mom. Let's do this. We're going to do this, you know. So you're going to be getting some kind of support from people that you're not expecting to get support from. And one of them could be your own child, okay? And this person who is a naysayer, who is saying things like, you know, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, could be somebody that you've known since they were a child or you were a child. So it could be your own child, right? It could be anybody, right? Okay, so let's figure this out. I do see this whole experience though, Aries, is really going to, it looks like it's going to help you build up your finances. It's going to help you pay off some debts. I'm hearing it's going to help you get out of debt. It's going to help you build. This success is going to change the way your life has been going, okay? So this is going to be a drastic change for you. Let's find out more about the Ace of Blades. Tell me more about the Ace of Blades. Why is the Two of Wands coming out there? Huh. Now, Aries, I do feel like this person, you have somebody that's going to come toward you and give you some kind of truth, right? It's going to be during this time when the tower hits. So you're going to feel like everything's been destroyed, like all your efforts have been destroyed. Something that this person, this naysayer, this air sign, that it, that is being really critical of you, something that they're going to say, because it's coming out more of what they're going to say, is going to like floor you. It's going to make you feel like everything's been ruined. You're going to feel like, you missed an opportunity, or you will be missing an opportunity, because it looks like you're really going to let this person get under your skin. And it's like that person is going to get under your skin, and it's like something that you're not going to be able to get away from. Okay, it's not going to be something that you're going to be able to shake off really quickly. So it's going to take time for you to get out of that energy, because it seems like your emotions, emotionally, you're going to be really affected by what this person has said. They intended to come in and destroy you, or destroy what you've worked so hard for, right? And they could be bringing up things from the past, or they could be bringing up things from when you were a child, or something like that. Something to embarrass you, something to make you feel like there's no hope, there's no use in going on. It's everything's been destroyed, right? Now, because confirmation, and because of that, because you're going to be in that mindset and that energy, you're actually going to end up losing out, or you could even cause yourself to lose out because of your belief that everything is lost, everything is no good, everything has been destroyed. And you're going to end up really missing out on some kind of opportunity, financial, career wise, or in a relationship, okay? Because with the Ace of Coins, it's usually one of those three, right? And so you're going to be missing out. And it's going to be really because of you hesitating with the Two of Wands energy. It's like you're going to be hesitating. You're going to be delaying things, like delaying a decision that you need to be on top of to make, right? This is why these two are coming towards you. So you actually have one, two, three, four. You have four people around you. Three of them are here to support you, right? You have the Knight of Swords, who's going to be more likely a younger person, a little bit younger, coming in, and that person's going to tell you some kind of truth, right? And I'm hearing like you're being guided to listen to this person. Could be an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, right? You need to listen to this person, because they're bringing you a message of truth. There's something here where this person's going to say that you really do need to listen to. But the problem is that you're going to be hit with that tower moment first before this good message comes in of truth, right? So you're going to be already in that mindset of everything's destroyed, and you're just not going to be like really listening to that person, okay? And you're being guided here to be open to what that person is saying. you know don't worry, whatever the hell that person, or gossip, whatever that person is trying to spread about you, don't worry about it. It might be something that, yes, it's going to be embarrassing, it could be uncomfortable. We all have things that are uncomfortable. Even movie stars, think about it. Movie stars have gone through this, where people have recorded them having sex and then try to use it against them. But does that mean like us fans go against them because of it? No. Do we care? Not really. It's like Lady Gaga even said it, because one of the reporters had asked her, and they were like, "Oh, rumor has it that you have a penis," and then she was like, "Well, so what if I have a penis? My fans don't care," and that's exactly the fact I'm trying to make here. We don't care if Lady Gaga has a penis. I don't care. I love her art. I love her attitude. I love what she brings to the stage. I personally don't care what her genitals are. I don't care if she has sex with everybody on the streets. I don't care what she does. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. I'm a big fan of hers because of her art, her music, her art. I like how she handles herself, right? So just remember that not everything's going to be lost just because somebody spread some kind of rumor about you. It could be lies, okay? Or it could be truths that are embarrassing. It doesn't matter. The thing is that when people are going to support you, people who genuinely want to support you are just going to support you with whatever it is that you're doing, regardless of whatever it is that this person's trying to throw at you. There is a YouTuber who he talks about it. He throws it out there. He's been in prison. He's been he's done all kinds of terrible things in his life, right? He's been in prison. He's done some stuff, right? But I'm still a big supporter of his because I like I like how he works. I like his channel. I like the things that he says. I like, you know what I'm saying? So I support him, even though in his past, I'm sure there's things in his past that he's embarrassed about. But even if somebody was to come and try to, bring it up or lie about him or whatever they're going to try to say, I'm still going to be a big supporter of his. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm trying to let you know. You're still going to have supportive people around you. You're still going to have people who genuinely want to support what it is that you're doing, that genuinely want to see you succeed. And actually, one of them or a couple of them, you might be surprised. Like, really? You want to come and support me? I thought you're going to have that energy, like, not trusting them because you're going to be like, don't you hate me? Or don't you wish bad will on me? Or something like that, right? But so yeah, a couple of them you're gonna be surprised about that are gonna come in and want to support you. Okay. The thing is that you're being guided here to be open to some kind of truth because one of them is gonna come and tell you that truth. Take that truth. A truth is a truth, and maybe that truth is gonna be something that's gonna help you snap out of that energy. Okay, so that's the point, to be open to what this person has to say. You do have another person who's gonna be standing there like, oh, you did that. This other person who could be another fire sign is gonna be like, you want me to beat them up for you? They're gonna come in with that kind of energy, very motivated. Like, let's take some action against them. Let's do this, right? And not really thinking about the consequences of things, just like really in your corner, like let's get this done kind of energy, right? Um, let's see what else is coming out for you. You know what else, Aries? That reason why that person's doing that is because they're hoping that you'll just go isolate yourself. You'll feel completely alone and you'll just go sit in the corner somewhere. That's what they're hoping for. That's the whole purpose of it. It's because that person feels like you should go sit in the corner, be quiet, don't do nothing, don't celebrate, cancel your celebrations, actually. Just cancel everything, don't do nothing, and just sit in the corner and be by yourself. Be lonely. And that's exactly what that person wants you to do. And and what I'm hearing, Spirit is saying no. Take the advice, take the truth that this person's bringing to you. Somebody's going to come in and bring you some truth. Listen to what they're saying. It's kind of giving me that energy like grab life by the horns, Aries. Grab life by the horns. Let's see what came out here. We have the High Priestess and we have the Two of Cups coming out in reverse. You're gonna have to break a bond with somebody or break some kind of relationship with somebody because yeah, it's gonna have to be done. Yeah, you're gonna have to break that person off, like I was saying, and I just feel like there is gonna be some disruptions in relationships, Aries. But with the High Priestess coming out, I do feel very strongly that you need to use your intuition to find the hidden truths. Like there's motives here that this person has that only you can decipher. Only you can know because you know every little detail of the dynamics of y'all's relationship. That, as I could sit here and I could try my best to go through all the details with my cards and everything, but I'm still not going to hit every little detail between the two of you. No matter how hard I try, I could be here for hours, right? And I could try. But only you are going to know the specific details of all these years that you've been around that person, okay? So you're being guided here to definitely use your intuition so you can move forward. Because something that this person is going to do is definitely going to try to destroy everything that you've worked so hard for. Okay? And I guarantee you it's jealousy. Okay? It's not coming out in the cards, but I guarantee you it's jealousy. I'm going to split the cards here, guys. I don't know. I'll put it here so y'all can see. Yeah, I feel like this person is just going to be coming back, trying to cause trouble, trying to, returning with trouble. It's like making sure that you don't go off and have peace and quiet somewhere else, right? Was that Six of Blades in reverse? It's like they want to make sure that you don't make it out of a difficult situation. They want to make sure that you stay stuck or you keep coming back and going in circles, right? I do feel very strongly Look at that. The death in reverse is coming out. So I do feel very strongly that you're going to have to cut that person out of your life with that death in reverse. Like, you're just going to have to cut that person out. It can be very difficult, especially if this is a family member. I mean, cutting family members out can be very hard. It can be heartbreaking, you know. It could be the most difficult thing that you've ever done. But certain people don't deserve to be in your life because they will take from you your energy, your joy, your happiness. I mean, they will just steal every little thing from you. It's still not coming out why this person is doing it. I'm trying to figure that out. It could have something to do with your looks. I'm telling you, there's jealousy energy here. Let me see. It could have something to do with your looks, your attitude. Come out again. It could have something to do with your looks, your attitude, the way that you get things done. You know, you looking good. Your appearances. Hangman energy. This person going to come back for trouble, yeah. Yes, so I do feel like it is jealousy. You know, you're being in the spotlight. You're finally getting the recognition that you've been deserving. You know, you're finally getting the support, and it's coming out like community support, you know. You know, you're finally getting support, recognition, maybe a raise, a promotion. It could be anything like that. You're finally getting what you deserve, and then this person's coming in like, no, you can't have it. It's jealousy, I'm telling you. Did y'all see that? The King of Cups came out in reverse. That's usually indicative of jealousy. And it could also be this, too. We have the Strength card coming out. So, you know, that could be like your willpower. You have such a strong willpower. It could be your courage, that you even have the courage to put yourself out there. You would be surprised at things that people get jealous about. But it's saying, like, to keep going, Aries. So let's keep going. I'm going to go ahead and get deeper now. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and see what else is going on. We have the Emperor coming out. So I do feel like you're going to have somebody, like I said, you're going to have people here to support you. And for one of you, yes, this is definitely about a relationship. A relationship is coming around the corner, and it's going to be with an Emperor. Could be with another Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Okay. You know what, Aries? It looks like this person wants to come in and help you. Like they want to give you an offer to help you get out of a bad situation, okay? Could be another Aries, but doesn't have to be. But this person looks like they want to come in and give you an offer to help you to like unstuck yourself. Unstuck yourself. Now, I'm hearing here with the Page of Coins energy and the Three of Blades energy, if you procrastinate, you're going to end up hurting yourself. Okay? You're going to end up hurting yourself there. We do have the Star and the Death coming out in reverse. We also have the Nine of Sticks coming out. Yeah, if you procrastinate, you're going to end up hurting yourself. This person is going to help you become some kind of entrepreneur. It's going to help you be passionate, help you put that fire back inside of you to keep you going. So like I said, you do have support. You have people around you that do want to support you here. With the Nine of Sticks here, you are being guided to be cautious, okay? Be cautious, of course, but stand your ground and be guarded as well. Now, this Emperor might not necessarily come toward you themselves. They might end up sending somebody else toward you, somebody who's younger, like a helper or a guide, or like somebody coming in like, oh, I'll help you. I'm here to represent so-and-so, that kind of energy to help you with this, right? And that's what I'm getting. See, and the reason why I see you procrastinating, Aries, because it looks like you're going to be clinging onto the past. So it might be because of that past person, the one that was trying to, stir things up for you, possibly embarrass you, right? So that might be why you're doing that. Like, you might be inclined to not want to take this offer that this person's bringing to you because of what happened in the past. Because it is showing like a fear of the past, fears, you know, yeah, and you not wanting to take this opportunity because of what you have experienced before, right? Even though you, with the star energy, it's like everything is here for you. Everything is there for you. Healing is there for you. The promise of hope is there for you. You know, with the star energy, everything that you need is there for you, right? Because you do have this. I don't know if y'all can see it in the screen. So it's like everything is there, but you're still affected by a past situation. So I feel like what happened in the past here, right, with that person and everything, it looks like it was a past situation, and then this is something that's happening now where you're getting this great offer from somebody who's very serious, you know, and they're here to support you. They want to see you move forward. They want to be a part of what it is that you're doing, right? And you're inclined to not accept it. You're inclined to let it go, you know, or you're inclined to procrastinate on it and just like think about it for a while. And the thing is that yes, you are being cautious, right? Because we do see the Nine of Wands, right? So even though you are being suggested to be cautious, but then there's also the level of being overly cautious, right? So you want to find that medium in the middle where yes, you will take some risk. You know what I mean? You got to take some kind of risk in order to grow. It's just the way it is, right? So even though yes, you're being guided to be cautious, but at the same time, don't be too cautious, you know? Don't be too cautious to the point where you don't move. And I think that's a lesson here is that, you know, you got to find a medium road there. Another thing I'm seeing here is that it could be because you are afraid to let go of things that are familiar to you. So this new opportunity that's coming toward you might mean like you might have to move or you might have to change something in your life, right? And you don't want to like let go of the things that you're so familiar with, right? So that's where this is coming from, you know. It's like, you know, you finally got your groove going, you went through that hardship in the past, you finally got yourself together, and then now somebody's coming in and asking you to change things up. It could be scary. It could be scary, and I'm seeing a lot of fears coming in this reading. So especially with the moon energy, there's like a lot of fears here. Okay, so spirit is saying to find, yeah, it's like find the medium, Aries. Find the medium. That's the answer to everything. You know, the medium road between one extreme to the other, right? Find balance. That's what it is. Balance. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of this reading, Aries. I do hope this helped you in some kind of way. I do want to pull one card out here. I'm gonna go ahead and pull these other cards out. I just want to see what your future is here. Financially, because this is indicative of finances, relationship, career, but I want to know specifically financially how's Aries gonna do in the future. In the future we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so Four of Cups is like well, it's more of you rejecting a blessing. So in the future, you might be rejecting a blessing, you know? It's actually indicative of you refusing a good offer and then not being happy with your finances in the future. You know, just not being happy or satisfied with what you have already and what you could have. Like, yeah. I think it's because of this fear, okay? What about relationship wise? How is Aries going to do in the future with relationship? Because this could also indicate a relationship. We have the Knight of Wands, so that's actually good. Because that can indicate like passion, adventure, going out, you know, doing stuff, and just being really carefree, right? But then it can also indicate somebody who's non committal. So it's like all this excitement, but no commitment. Okay, so it could be you or them, Aries. Okay, so when it comes to relationships, somebody's non-committal, but somebody wants to have a lot of fun. So it depends on what it is that you're looking for. You got to make sure that your partner matches what it is that exactly that you want. Because there's nothing wrong with wanting somebody to have fun with, right? There's nothing wrong with it as long as you're both being honest about it, right? And you're both getting what you want out of it, you know? So if you want somebody that you can have fun with, um, be in a relationship with, maybe not a commitment, but be in a relationship with where it's going to be fun and exciting and adventurous and free and all that, well, then, of course, you know, you have that right. And you have the right to find somebody that's going to want the same thing as you want. Depends, right? So definitely make sure that you're getting what you want when it comes to relationship, okay? Financially, though, it is saying here, I'm going back to the finances again. Aries, it's all about the balance, you know. Being overly cautious can actually end up hurting you, and that's what it looks like. Being overly cautious because of past experiences is definitely going to be something that's going to hurt you. So, I think because you haven't made the steps to change it. That's why it's coming out as the Four of Cups. You're still going to be dissatisfied. So in other words, if you are dissatisfied now with your finances, right? Even though you have this wonderful thing going to come towards you, right? And you're going to have that person come in and, and mess it up. Try. I say try because I'm trying to give you a different perspective about things, and hopefully you're going to change it, because just remember, yes, there are things in our life that are set in stone. Okay, and it's true. There are things in our life that are set in stone. There's nothing we could do about it. Um, you know what is meant to be is gonna be, right? And I think that personally, I think that's about 10% of our life is set in stone. 10% of our life is set in stone. There's things that we cannot do about it. Sometimes it's like who we're gonna marry, it's set in stone, or how many children we're gonna have is set in stone, right? Things like that. But then there's things that we have more power over. It's all about our attitude, changing our attitude about things. It's also about how we look at things, right? We have more control over our life than we think, than we realize. You know, a majority of our life is by choice. It's what we want to make it, what work are we willing to put into it. And in this situation, it's more about you working on yourself, not necessarily you working against somebody else. If you notice in this reading, yes, you do have somebody who's opposing you. Yes, and you're going to have people like that, you know, come in and out of your life constantly. But it's all about you, how you take it, how you respond to it. You know, it's all about your choice, and your the way that you respond to it is literally your choice. So you could be happy down the road, or you could be miserable down the road. It's like you have all the power. You really do. You have all the power. So I could like flip more cards and more cards. And the thing is that at the end of the day, it's really you have the power, Aries. Life is going to be what you make it, you know. And yes, you're going to take chances, and sometimes you're going to lose. But then sometimes you're going to win. Hold on to your wins, because that's what's going to get you where you want to go, right? And when you do lose, take it as a lesson. It's a lesson. And it was meant for you to lose, and that's it. And then move on. You know, and I think that that's what it's saying here. You're being too cautious, okay? All right, Aries, thank you for being here. I hope you got something out of this reading. I hope it helps you in some kind of way. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Y'all take care. Bye, guys.